Hey folks, this is Matt Rainwater, and today we're going to be reading episode 65 of Trailer Park Warlock. This is the final episode of season 2. This is like the final crossing of the T's and dotting of the I's. This is basically resolving the whole thing with the sportergeist, right? That happened at the beginning of season 2. Russ had captured the sportergeist. And initially when that had happened, I was like, well, we could just leave it there, and the poor sportergeist stays trapped in the bottle for who knows how long, right? But I decided, like, you know, it would make more sense and put really a finality on the themes of this season to have Jake, like, release the sportergeist, and we're gonna find out really quickly what that means, right? So here we go. Trailer Park Warlock, Jake Baker, and the Slick Pitch. So, as we saw last episode, they were near a baseball field, and this is where it's taken place. Russ, can you play catcher in case he runs? Not a problem. Yo, can you at least give me some deets on the situation, bro? You ever heard of Robinson's flight? Sploop. Nah, man. What's that? Athletomancy. I can't say that right. Athletomancy. An honorable way back to the spirit realm. Aw, oh, dog, I don't know if I... Splorp. Poop. So, apparently ghosts spill out of bottles like ketchup. And so Herman here is doing some sacred sigil chant. Yo! Am I seriously a baseball, though? Yeah, man. What did you just do, Herman? My dad's a shaman. He taught it to me. It's an old Sasquatch trick. Binding spirits to objects. Comes in handy for funerals if you want to say bye to a dearly departed and there isn't a body to be found. I can imagine so. Russ, if you need to leave, you're welcome to. I'd like to stay if that's fine. Well, hell, I'd be honored. Herman, give me your right palm there. And so, what are you doing here, Jake? The sigil anchors a spell. Anchor? Yeah, just means you even out the white noise in the atmosphere. Interesting. Would it help if you had another anchor? Well, yeah. Sure, Russ. The more the merrier. Would you mind playing catcher again? I don't see why not. Alright, guys. Right hands in. Spirit of the setting hour, by commitment of the wand and the pinnacle, we gather before you now for our dearly departed. Wait, what's your name? Bro, I told you. It's Kyle. Our dearly departed Kyle, spirit of the setting hour, grant Kyle safe passage into the timeless beyond and the new life hereafter. Alright, team. Let's all get set up and in place. Meet you back in a second. I'll help Russ get set up. Sounds good. Jake, dog, I see where this is going, and I don't like it, bro. Well, it's either this or you sit in a bottle in Russell's lab for a decade. Can I just hang out, bro? Watch the rascals? Get wasted? You ain't ready to go back to the spirit realm? Yo, it is boring there, man. It's like watching the same ball game over and over again. I hear you. My grand tells me something similar. You don't got anybody... Sorry, y'all. Give me a second. I don't know why that's so hard to read. You don't got anybody here to stay in touch with him? Family or something? Nah, man. All my peeps moved on or don't want to have anything to do with me. Real sad stuff. Well, what about the big change? You mean... Yeah, reincorporating. This kind of thing happens every time. Crossover jitters. I see. Bro, I don't want to end up like a bug or nothing, though. Know what I'm saying? Ain't gonna lie, there's a chance of that. But I just so happen to be a union-certified warlock. And like an old boss once told me, magic is a means to make a fool of chance through change. I'll make sure you pass over smooth as butter, Kyle. Damn, bro. That's a slick pitch you got. I guess I'm tired of being a ghost. Alright, let's do this, man. So that's a yes? Yeah, man. No takebacks. Heads up, Herman. Whoa, whoa, whoa. This is one of my favorite panels right here. There's a lot of energy to it. You see the sigils rising out of the smoke. Clang. Foom. Damn, Herman. Don't send him into orbit. Poof. That was quite a hit, Herman. Thanks, Russ. Is something supposed to happen? Yeah. And so the sigil goes off. There we go. He made it to the other side. Thanks, team. I can breathe a little easier knowing he's back on his path. So that means he'll be, what did you say? Reincorporated? He'll have to make that choice for himself. But I sure hope he does, especially with Herman's blessing. That old boy's sure to get an upgrade. So the night comes in. Vroom. Need a ride back? Nah, I'm walking over to Bev's place for a couple beers. Sounds good. Maybe I'll meet y'all there after I drop some things off at my place. Alright, man. See you later. And so Jake has the, what did you call it? The amulet that Hampton gave him. Later, Herman. And that's it. That's the end of the season. Till next time. So, thoughts. This was another really good episode. One that I enjoyed making. I really enjoyed drawing it. I really enjoyed how it turned out. I think it's also, once again, another emotionally satisfying end to the season. Which is probably my favorite thing about it. Like, it's just like, at this point, it's sort of like, what more can you do? And it's this. And it further expands on all the aspects of the world, basically. Which is that, you know, reincarnation exists in this world, which is basically what Jake laid out, right? He calls it something different. He calls it reincorporation. And we also get a little bit of character, not necessarily, I guess it's character development for the sportergeist, or as we find out, Kyle. Which was something that I did not, when I first wrote this episode, I wasn't thinking about at all. And then it kind of came up, right? It's something that kind of came up. And I was able to make full use of this. I really like Jake kind of looks cool with all these sigils and stuff on him. The tattoo-lurgy, if you will. I'm just going through this real quick to see if anything else comes to mind too. You know, here's the thing: is I feel like this episode speaks for itself. Like I pointed out earlier, I really love this panel. I love doing action shots. I don't do them that often, so when I do draw them, I want to make sure that they stick out, you know, and they have impact. And I really love the way that this particular scene worked out when they're doing the ritual and it's just quiet. And it lets everything kind of set in. Let me see if there was anything else that came to mind. I don't know. I just want to admire this episode. It's good to make an episode where it's like, you know, not to be too on the nose, but you know you headed out the park, right? And I do feel like this episode and the season in general really headed out of the park. looking back at it overall, I feel proud about it. I feel proud about what I did. I feel proud about what I was able to get across. I can definitely tell that from the beginning of the season to the final episode, like, I improved dramatically as an artist. And also just became more confident as an artist. And the funny thing about that is that confidence kind of comes and goes for whatever reason. But it does. It kind of comes and goes. And I might point that out to y'all in later seasons where I have little hiccups, little burps along the way in terms of my confidence level and what I'm doing and how it's going. So anyway, next time we will begin season 3, right? I've already recorded a fair amount of season 3 to a certain extent, but I didn't record, I think, the first 8 episodes maybe. So we'll catch up with that, and I'm going to be starting to record season 4 episodes fairly soon. And at some point, I might actually be all caught up, and we'll be doing exclusively just new episodes as we go into them, as we start to get into the final episodes of Trailer Park Warlock. But for y'all who are watching these not through the Patreon, so on Patreon, I'm giving like basically first dibs on these episodes as I record them. So y'all are probably going to be watching this. If you're watching it just exclusively through YouTube, y'all are probably going to be watching this several months later after I record them. But nevertheless, if y'all like this stuff, if you're enjoying this weird story, please leave a comment to let me know what y'all think. What y'all think about the characters? What y'all think about the storyline? Also, I mean, there's tons of different places that you can contact me at. You can certainly send me a word on Webtoon under the comments section for any given episode. On Twitter, it's at Matt J. Rainwater. Instagram, it's at Matthew Rainwater. Patreon, it's patreon.com/Matt J. Rainwater. I include Ko-fi's included in here, but I don't. Nobody uses Ko-fi, so don't worry about it. And be sure to give this video a like, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. It helps me out. Anyway, hope you're having a good one, having a good day, and I will talk to y'all again soon. All right, later.